Hello, Clingy here. I haven't used gouache in a while, so it's getting crusty, but have no fear, we'll fix it later. I'm using two types of watercolor paper, both 200 GSM, but one is tinted yellow. I know some artists use a spray bottle to spray water on their gouache to reactivate it. I just used my brush and put water in it. This one is a DIY sketchbook. I used the binding tutorial. I will link in the description below. Some studies that I did. I put the washi tape in the middle because I like that clean edge and I also don't want it to move over to the left. Unfortunately, the road got too noisy, so no more ASMR. For this sketch, you can either use color pencils or a pencil. I told you the gouache softens as you wait after with just a wee bit of water. The other one I didn't put enough water, so you can see me trying to put more water, but then the brush was dirty, but it worked out because it was all green. I am putting in the big shapes first, just to set things up. After the initial wash, I am going in with the darks first. For the price of around $15, at least where I bought it, for 18 colors, I think himi gouache is a pretty good investment, especially if you're just a student like me starting out and wanting to experiment, or just use the colors for practice. Of course, I haven't used any fancy brand name gouache, so I can't really compare, but himi gouache so far has worked out for me. The details I always save for last. Ending with flowers as the final touch. The paper isn't the best, so it kind of got eaten up by the washi tape. Trust me, the tape didn't do it with my other watercolor paper. This one, I gave it a green wash first. In hindsight, I should have left Haku white. So Ghibli recently released a lot of high-resolution stills from a bunch of his movies on its website. I'll link in the description below. So this is actually one of the stills that I'm referencing. I haven't scraped off the dried acrylic from my white palette, so I'm using the green palette, but please use a white palette if possible. because color changes depending on the colors around it, and having a green palette changes the perception of how you view certain colors. I'm painting in his hair while the rest of the background dries. I do go back and forth between my foregrounds and backgrounds. This actually came when I ordered the touch pen markers. I'll have to do a review video on that later. It's decent. I mean, at least the white pen. Using a micron pen and then realizing that Haku wasn't dried enough. So once again, the back and forth. The final line art. I don't usually put line art, but this is for a character, so line art it is. Teeth can't be green, so gotta add in the white. He's still got a general green tone, so like I said, I would have not put it in the green wash if I could done it differently. But learn something new, I guess. The final products. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.